Building up that confidence. Welcome to the Hopefulist with me, Wendy McClure. This is where we turn those nasty, negative thoughts into positive and work toward a happy, fulfilled life. Now, let's get started. Hello, good morning, welcome, and thank you for being here as always. I wanted to ask if you would please share the Hopefulist with your friends. Now, if you find something that resonated with you in these podcasts, tell others. Maybe they can get the same thing out of it as you did. So share. Please. I would much appreciate it. Starting out with the quote of the day, confidence is not, they will like me. Confidence is, I'll be fine if they don't. So confidence is one of those things we often feel we don't have and don't really know how to build it in ourselves. Now, it's extra difficult because confidence in women can come across as obnoxious or arrogant, even if we're just doing the same things that men are doing. If we pat ourselves on the back, then we are full of ourselves. If we say we are just lucky, then we are dishonoring ourselves and making other women think it wasn't because of how hard you worked or that you even deserve it. It's one of those fine lines that is almost impossible to balance on. So here is my advice about confidence. Show it off. Show it loud and show it proud. Don't worry about what the others say. If they think you are full of yourself or cocky, then let them. Who cares? This is one of the issues that we women have when it comes to making our way in the world. We want everyone to like us, and that's understandable. Most people want to be liked, but not at the expense of your own self-worth and confidence. Now, the people that really count in your life know your heart. They know who you are. So don't worry so much about it. Because the thing is, if you are successful and powerful, people will try to tear you down. Sadly, it is mostly women that do this to each other. I follow a number of very successful women, and they face a lot of hate. We want women to be successful, but not too successful, or to even really celebrate that success. Have you ever found yourself judging someone that has found some success in their life, whether it be someone you follow on social media, neighbor, coworker, maybe even that character on television you watch? You just kind of judge them a little bit. I think it's kind of natural, but that's why you need to stop and question, why are you judging this person? What is it exactly that is rubbing you the wrong way? I've said this before, I'll say it again. Women can be so empowering and lift each other up so much, but they are equally as good at tearing each other down. So keep this in mind when you start to flex your confidence muscles. There will be those who will try to tear you down. And the reason is they are jealous. They wish they had the confidence and ability that you are portraying. And they want to give themselves credit too, but they can't. They can't figure out how to do it. So they lash out at you. This is a them problem, not a you problem. They make you look like the bad guy when you're just doing you. You know, think about it. You give yourself a pat on the back and somebody judges you for that. How does that affect their life in any way? You know, if I say I had a very successful speech that I did, you know what? I did a pretty damn good job, and I'm proud of that speech. I know some people are going to be like, well, doesn't she think a lot of herself? How does that affect your life? It doesn't. It has no impact on those that are judging you, so forget about them. Let them do them, and you do you. So how do you go about building up your confidence? Well, you start by knowing that you are enough as you are right now. You look in the mirror and you tell yourself you are worthy of all the things you desire, that there is no one else like you, and you are perfect the way you are right now in this moment. I know that is hard. That doesn't mean that you love everything about yourself. It doesn't mean that you don't want to make improvements. It's just the fact that you are good enough as you are, and you deserve to find happiness and success. You don't have to wait until you lose 10 pounds or get that promotion at work. You don't have to be in the perfect relationship or any relationship. That you know your strengths and your weaknesses and how to use them. Now, the biggest way to build your confidence is follow through. Are you following through with what you say you will do? Can people count on you to do what you say? More importantly, do you do what you say you will do for yourself? When you get up in the morning and have a to-do list, how much of it gets done? Is it most of it? Or is it not even close? Okay, let's back up a second. The first thing you have to do is stop putting so many demands on yourself. If you are constantly writing down 20 things to get done every day, you will likely fall short every day. So start with making a priority list of the 3, that's right, just 3 top things that absolutely have to be done on this day. Then anything else is considered a bonus. We have to stop expecting so much from ourselves. When we start to realize we will do what we say we will do, then we will start to trust ourselves. Now, I am a huge person that is guilty of this right now. I don't mean that I'm a huge person. I just mean I'm hugely guilty of this. Came out wrong. I tend to go in these little spurts. Yesterday, I had a very productive day. I got so much stuff done and across all avenues of my life. I got a lot of cleaning done in the house. I got done laundry. I had work that I needed to do, and I got some of the work done. I wrote a couple blogs. I'm now recording a podcast. I was trying to finish up this book that I've been working on for a while, one of my self-development books, and I really had a very good, productive day. So what I typically do after one of these super-duper productive days is that I then up the ante on myself. Instead of just being grateful for the fact that I got so much done, which, I don't typically get all of that done in one day. It's not something that's usual for me. It does happen occasionally, and then I peter out for like another week. It's almost like I was a burst of energy for one day, and then I need to recuperate. Now that's, I don't need another week. But what happens is I start putting more pressure on myself. Okay, I had a great day yesterday. So now today I'm going to up the ante. I'm going to get 2 more blogs done, and then I'm going to record 3 more podcasts, and then I am going to finish that book today, and then I'm going to go through that course that I just got, and then I'm going to come up with this plan that's part of this course, and then in the meantime, I'm still going to have to go to the grocery store and get all this other stuff done, and I have work on the side as well. So do you think that I'm putting a little too much on my plate? Yes, I absolutely am. Because what happens then is, because I had one really good, super duper productive day, I think, oh, well, I'm going to do it again tomorrow. And tomorrow it's going to be too much. And what ends up happening is I get overwhelmed and I don't do any of it. I'll usually sit on the couch, watch my court TV shows, which is my guilty pleasure. I'll read my book, or I'll play my silly phone game, and I'll do nothing, because just the thought of starting something on this massive list has me so completely overwhelmed. I don't want to do any of it, so I don't. So that's what I'm saying is make a priority list. Make a list of 3 things that you need to get done today. 3 things. Pretty good. 3 things, nothing to sneeze at. But if you can do more than that, then that's bonus territory. But don't require yourself to do too much, because you're just setting yourself up for overwhelm and, in essence, fail. So when we start to follow along on our lists, when we start to actually fulfill our top 3 priorities of the day, we start to trust ourselves. We know that when we say we're going to do these 3 things each day, we know that we are indeed going to do that. And when that happens, our confidence goes up. It's really all about keeping the promises we make to ourselves. So be careful of what you're promising yourself and others. Another great idea, write out an accomplishment list. Depending on how old you are, this should be a fairly long list, because we are often living a dream we had many years ago. And then we started to take our dream life for granted. I've always wanted to live at the shore. Always wanted to live the shore. Here I am doing it. I happen to be the gratitude queen, so I am very cognizant, and I show my appreciation often for how grateful for not only where I live here at the shore, but my house and how it looks, and just an overall around appreciation for the life that I have built for myself. That is what everyone needs to do. Now listen, we always want more, and that's fine. It's human nature. We do want more. But that's why it's so good and necessary to remind ourselves of how far we have come. So write out that accomplishment list and relish in the fact that you have already done so much that shows who you are, what you have done, and what you are capable of. And hey, tell yourself some nice things about yourself in the mirror every day. Now, we often are so critical of ourselves when we're looking in the mirror first thing in the mornings, the lines, the wrinkles, the dark spots, the list goes on and on. Am I right? But what if we looked at ourselves and listed all the things we have done that we are proud of? Seems crazy, I know, but try it. I bet you will feel great. And it is a definite confidence booster. And that is the first step to becoming the biggest badass you can be. One of my new phrases that I love to repeat over and over to myself is, you've got this. Not only you've got this, but you've got what it takes. You've got what it takes. I say that to myself a lot when I'm finding, when I'm struggling with something, or I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed. You've got what it takes, babe. You've got what it takes. One more thing I just wanted to note. If you were paying attention, you noticed that my confidence building techniques here had absolutely nothing to do with appearance. Confidence is not about how you look. Confidence is about how you feel. And if you feel better when you look better, then by all means, do that hair, put on that makeup, dress to the nines, do whatever it takes, wear the sexy underwear. Whatever's going to make you feel confident is what I encourage you to do. But confidence is not about appearance. Confidence is about how you feel about yourself. If you like this episode, please let me know. If there is something that particularly resonated with you, I would love to hear about it. And share it with your friends. As I mentioned earlier, I would really, really appreciate it. And you know what I want you to do now? You know what I want you to do. I want you to go out there and make some badassery happen, because you're a badass, and I'm here cheering you on. Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist. Now, don't you feel good? Make sure you come back next week. See you then.